For the cheapest and fastest Madden coins on the market, check out my sponsor dvdj.com and use code SWIFT at checkout for 10% off. Sell Swift family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 Ultimate Team video. And in today's video I have 3 coin tips that you guys should be using, basically just to get ready for the MUT Heroes promo so that you're fully prepared when it drops. That way you can basically just have more freedom when it drops, have some additional coins to work with, and you're well prepared so you can hopefully also get some of these new MUT Heroes cards, which are coming out on Friday. If you guys didn't know, the MUT Heroes promo will be dropping on Friday, so everyone be sure to turn on the PS4s, fire up the Xboxes on Friday, because it should be a really fun promo with 32 really good cards coming out, one from each team. And yeah, without further ado, if you guys are new to the channel, I would really appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe button. I am hopefully going to be hitting 9,000 subscribers today, which is really surreal, you guys. The growth has just been awesome in the last little month, so I just want to thank you guys so much for that. Drop a like on the video as well if you like this Ultimate Team, like the coin tips, the coin making methods, and just Ultimate Team videos in general. I kind of want to post more of these, so I'd appreciate a like down below. As well, if you have any video suggestions that you want to see, like maybe some stuff related to MUT Heroes or stuff when MUT Heroes drops, feel free to comment it down below. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Enough rambling from me. Here's the first tip, you guys. So the first thing that I want to talk about is actually which power-up cards you guys can invest in to make coins. Now, a lot of people are kind of just going out on a whim here and thinking, okay, I think this player is going to get a new card, I'm going to invest in this power-up. But there's kind of a method that I'm going to show you guys right here, which is going to allow you to actually guarantee that you know which card's getting their power-up. So tomorrow at around 7 Eastern time, EA Sports is going to be live streaming on Twitch, and I believe that they will be revealing each card that is getting a MUT Hero card. So if you guys are watching their stream, once you see which card's getting the MUT Hero, you can quickly come in and buy their card. Let's just take a look at some of these power-ups, for example, like David Johnson. I believe David Johnson's pretty likely to get a MUT Heroes card. I could definitely see it being him. We'll filter through the Cardinals right here, and David Johnson's power-up, as you can see, he's literally only going for 1.8k. If you look through the Cardinals, there's not that many other players who could be getting it. Maybe Marcus Gilbert, maybe Patrick Peterson, but either of them, like let's say David Johnson gets announced, you come on here, you quickly buy up his power-ups. Let's say you buy like 10 of his power-up cards at like 1,000 coins or 2,000 coins, around that area. Then literally in about a day, when his card drops, right as his card drops, or even just a bit before it, when people are really hyped up about his card and maybe they see his stats are really good, you can resell his power up. I guarantee you it'll be going for like 10,000 coins or more, and you're going to be making 8k on each card you bought. So basically all it's going to require is you to be on Ultimate Team while you're watching the stream. I know I'll be watching the stream, and I'll probably also be doing this method, so maybe if one of you guys is sniping, I'll try and beat you guys to the punch. But yeah, that's something that you guys should definitely be doing, watching their live stream. It's going to be at, I believe, 7 Eastern, but you guys, if you have Twitter or anything like that, be sure to check that so you can see what time it actually is at, because you want to be on there right away. And you can basically just have Ultimate Team open as well. They could be like, okay, we're about to announce the Buccaneers power-up card. You quickly go over to the Bucks power-up program, and you'll see all their cards right here, and you could just snipe whoever it is. Like let's say they say, okay, it's wide receiver, bang, quickly come in and pick up the wide receiver. I believe it should be Mike Evans here. Yeah, you could grab a couple Mike Evanses, and then his price will probably be up at around like 10,000 coins, especially if it's a good card. One thing that I've noticed about these power-ups is skill position players are obviously going to be a bit more expensive. Big name players, another thing that's going to make them more expensive is a big name player. If it's an O lineman, honestly, it might not even be worth it. Like, let's say that they give it to, who's an offensive lineman that has a pretty good card, who has some good O linemen. If we look at like the Cowboys, for example, they have a good O line. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of power-up O linemen here. Like Travis Frederick, he's going for 6k. Like let's say Travis Frederick gets a new card instead of Zeke Elliott. I couldn't see his power-up card going up too much, just because it's not a position that people absolutely love. Now, one thing that actually could go up quite a bit is kicker and punter power-up cards, you guys. If we look by kicker and punter power-ups, they're pretty expensive because people don't want to actually buy their own the full card, but they just like to use training to get the cards up there. So like if we look at the kicker cards right now that have power-ups, they're very expensive. So if they do for some reason release a power-up card with the MUT Heroes promo, then you can definitely be grabbing the kicker and punter. Now, of course, depending on what card they release, right, there actually could be no power-up associated with that card. If the card only has a core gold, let's say who only has a gold card that's been doing well this year? Like Marquise Brown, for example, he didn't start with an elite card, so he has no power-up. So some cards that they could be releasing won't have power-up, so that's just something to consider if you're like, oh, this card announced that he was getting a MUT Hero, but I can't find his power-up card. Well, that's probably the reason why. He doesn't actually have one. You have to have a base elite card in the game to have a power-up, or they gave one out to like Legends and stuff like that as well. So tip number 1 is the most valuable tip I'll give you guys in this video, and that's basically to be watching the stream and buying these power-up cards as soon as EA releases them, that they're going to be released. Now, tip number 2 is going to be just for the next 2 days, you guys, do not spend your coins. There is no reason to be buying cards right now. The market, although the market is quite low, because people have been pre-selling their teams, I'm just waiting. There's no reason to be buying right now. Like, 82 overalls are down to 14K, which is pretty cheap. I'm sure we could filter that down even more. So as you can see, like, the overalls, I mean, the prices per overall of these cards have really gone down quite a bit in the past few days. As let's see if we can see any 83s up here. They've definitely also gone down in value a little bit. Yeah, they're at 19K, but that, if you filter it down, you can probably get them down to like 17K and stuff like that. So the prices of these cards, they've really gone down in value. But I still recommend you guys do save, because who knows, maybe you really want a card that gets released in MUT Heroes. You're going to want to have the coins to be able to go buy that card, maybe within like the first week that it comes out. So I would recommend that you guys save your coins, also for other reasons, right? Like, let's say there's some coin making methods that could come out in the MUT Heroes promo that you need like 100 or 200K to do. So if you don't have enough coins for that, you're just going to be upset that you weren't able to take advantage and make the easy coins. So you guys should definitely be saving right now. While it could be tempting to buy, because prices are down quite a bit, I would 110% recommend that you guys do save your coins. There's just no reason to buy right now. Although the prices are pretty cheap, especially on 85s. 85s are crazy cheap. They're only like 30K. So if you didn't have that good of a team, I guess you could be buying cards right now. Like, if you had a bad team, let's say your team's like not bad, but let's say your team's like 83 overall or something like that, and you want some 85, 86 overall cards, this could be a fine time to buy. But if you have a solid team, like an 85 plus, I would recommend you guys save, just because you're going to want to have the coins when the promo comes out. Trust me when I say that. Now, the final thing that I want to tell you guys in this video, which is tip number 3, is going to be don't sell your team right now. It's already too late, you guys. The prices and the market has really, really gone down in the last, I would say, what is it? Since this weekend, I would say, prices have really, really gone down in the market. The time to sell your team, in my personal opinion, was like 2 weeks ago. Now, I'm not a huge believer in selling your team. I don't like to do it. I feel like it's just too much of a hassle for my liking. Like, while selling the players doesn't take too long, you lose out on the tax, and it's just kind of risky. So I don't really like to sell my team. As well, I have so many NAT cards, like Odell, I guess I could sell, but honestly, in my personal opinion, I don't really recommend selling your guys' teams, especially now. Like, now, no, you cannot sell your team now. That time has passed. The market has already gone totally down. I can't see it going down too much more when MUT Heroes comes out. Maybe the market for some higher overall cards goes down, or depending on how they do the sets with like the sidekicks and stuff like that, the market could go down. But in my personal opinion, you can't be selling your team right now, you guys. It is just too late. Like, if you wanted to sell your team, you could have done that about a week and a half ago. But for now, while you should be stacking your coins, maybe doing some coin making methods that I've showed you guys, or just playing solos even is going to make you coins, and leveling up is going to make you coins. So stack your coins that way, but don't stack your coins by selling your team, because I think you guys will actually regret it in the long run. Because these players, even if they don't, like, even if you sell your team, right, and then the card goes down a bit in value, which is what I think will happen, I don't think it's going to go down enough that you're even going to make your tax back from EA, because there's a 10% tax on all cards that you sell. Obviously, you guys should know that, but there's a 10% tax on the cards you sell. So even if you do sell, like, let's say this Justin Reed, I believe he goes for like 80,000 coins. Let's say he goes down to 70K. I only would have made a 2,000 coin difference after tax. So I don't really recommend you guys selling your team. I'll quickly recap these tips, and then I'll get out of here. I'm really excited for the MUT Heroes promo, you guys. So I think the first tip, as I said before, is check out the EA Sports live stream. They'll be streaming tomorrow. If you watch their stream, you can see what cards are going to be released, and then based on what cards are released, you can come quickly invest in the power-ups before anyone else does, and you'll be able to basically watch these cards go up in value right in front of your eyes. Like, instead of having to invest in a power-up card months or weeks in advance, you're literally investing hours before their card comes out, and you're able to make easy coins that way, so that's a really valuable tip. The next tip, as I said before, stack your coins. Don't really be buying anyone right now. Unless, of course, you don't have a great team, then maybe this would be a decent time to buy because prices are pretty low. But yeah, if you have a good team, I wouldn't really be buying players right now. And then the final tip is going to be not to sell your team. That ship has sailed, as they say. Like, the market's already gone down quite a bit. I wouldn't recommend selling your team. You can make coins in other ways. I've got plenty of videos on the channel that you guys should check out. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I'm trying to drop a market talk or something like this every single week, as well as maybe a couple coin making methods every week, but I need other good video suggestions, you guys. Leave them down below in the comment section. If you made it this far in the video, thank you guys so much. I appreciate all the support on the channel. It's really just been unreal watching it grow, so I just want to thank you guys so much for that. And the next stop's 10,000 subscribers, boys. Let's grind to it. Till next time, I'm out.